What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? It is I, James, ReadOptionAgency.com, 22 years selling full-time on eBay. And what's going on? It's Sunday. I did a video yesterday. I'm thinking about making a separate channel for it and do them there, because it only got 150 views on here. It's called 10 Most Expensive Disney Collectibles Sold. But I'm wondering if I put those on another channel, if I could bring in a whole nother different looker for those type of videos. Plus there are, it's obviously reseller material too. So if you ever come across that kind of stuff. So if I start that video channel up today, I'll let you know. And if you guys want to follow over there, there'll be like 8 to 10 minute videos of just high dollar items that sell on eBay, that have sold on eBay basically. So I think I'm going to move that over onto a separate channel and see how that goes. All right. eBay yesterday got to 661, but a lot of stuff selling at a lower dollar amount since I put on that 30% off sale. Custom yesterday. See what I'm afraid to look at my dollar average per item. 1502. Not too bad. Alrighty. Alrighty, where's my thing at? There we go. Alrighty. Try to knock out a little bit more today than yesterday. So just a little shipping video, I guess, today. I'll get this stuff knocked out. I don't know what time Adrian's getting back. So first up, I got Memories of Italy. CD sold for $4, headed to Florida. How many items did I sell yesterday? I was looking to hopefully at least start selling, see if I can get that count number up, the amount up, and then see if better sell-through rate starts causing more sales. 44, actually one less than the day before, 2 less than the day before that. So that's weird. Really didn't change nothing. And putting on the 30% off, going from 20 to 30. I'd lowered my percentage promotion from 15 to 9. Or is it 10? Maybe it was 10. So I can get about the same amount no matter what. Just a little bit less is going to eBay. But looks like it's roughly about the same sale-wise though. So that would be 4. John F. Here I go again with no room. No room. Next I've got Xena Salutes the Film Music Scene on Vinyl. And that sold for $4. Headed to Greendale, Indiana. And there seems like there's a lot of new people jumping on board. So, and that because I'm getting a lot of the same questions over again. prices I give do not include the shipping I charge. And hat boxes are 8 by 6 by 4. Alright. 15. Michael C. I don't know. This thing's wearing down pretty quick. Next up, I actually have a Romeo and Juliet soundtrack CD sold for $4.20. Headed to North Carolina. Yesterday I could tell I was kind of getting back to myself when I ran out of the house for a little bit. I rolled all the windows down, opened up the sunroof, cranked the music up, and was singing along. I haven't done that in quite a while. Just been really kind of reserved, you know, so it feels good. Whoops, we don't want to do that. Why is that? North Carolina so high? Oh, because it's on 5, not 4. Crazy how 1 little ounce can be almost $1 more for the same size of a product. Crazy. Still waiting for that company to come in and take over these smalls. Next up was another one of the cassettes I got with those rap cassettes at the bins the other day. A nice case to put it in. That's Oasis cassette. That sold for $12. So what, over $45 just on 3 of those cassette tapes that day. Ground's higher. That's California, that's why. Brian. This thing don't ride as good as it did at first. So I wish I knew where that other one was. Next up, we've got 2 tapes together. Love Battery and Love Battery. Headed to Auburndale, Florida. Sold for $7. Sold for $8.40. Today, I think I'm going to work on just cross-listing all day after I'm done shipping. I'm going to end and sell similar so I can pull over shoes, clothing, and get the stuff that sells the best on Posh over there. I think it's a smart thing to do. And definitely, I think, will be worth the time. The way, you know, just a little bit I have, and the way I've got a little bit of sales. So another item just sold now. So I got 1 item, 2 items in a bundle, 3 items. So 5 orders this weekend so far. That's just between Saturday morning and Sunday morning. So actually in the last 24 hours, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items with 5 orders. So I'm happy with that. Performing well. And again, thank you guys. Another person signed up for Vendu, affiliate link below, cross-listing, cross-posting. So I appreciate that. Save 25% on your first month. Next up, we got Beach Boys Summer Fun 8-track. This is one that came out of that lot on the Missouri picking video I put out. Jim got $30 for all the 8-tracks. This one sold for $8, headed to California. And also, thanks again to Giro Pack affiliate below. Save 10% on your order for bubble mailers and poly bags. The cheapest online, as of last time I looked. That was 4 and 6 by 9. I'm sorry. And let's go to California. Roger. Got a nice stack of clothes here, though, just on eBay alone. So clothes have been moving pretty nicely, and a cool. Another, what I shipped 21 hats yesterday. Got another huge stack of hats here today. So that's definitely good to see. I found another seller on eBay who's selling hats, but he's way underpricing them. He only got like 1,000 up. Lost Anarchy Volume 3 CD, headed to New York, sold for $350. But I mean, he's got like he's sold polo hats for like $6. I'm like, I get 14 out of those. What are you doing? But I saw hats on there that I've had that I've sold plenty of times at like $10, $12. He's got hit in his store for $4, $5, and $6. I'm like, well, no wonder my hat dried up. You're not doing anybody any favors by doing that. When I sell them at double the price you're putting them up at, it doesn't really make any sense to cut somebody in half. I mean, sure, I understand the undercutting a little bit, but in half? That's just suicidal. You're only hurting yourself, too. Because once yours sells, then mine's the last one up, and I'm going to get higher money for it. Man, this marker's starting to suck butt. Suck butt. Next up, we've got Keith Snell. Piano repertoire CD, headed to Alabama, sold for $6. So I put up a hat yesterday. Well, added one, so I got 3 in stock now. I'm like, why hasn't this hat sold? So I looked on eBay and saw he's selling one like dirt cheap. I'm like, why? Scott G. It makes more sense to barely underprice me and put best offer on it and then maybe accept an offer for $6 as opposed to putting it up for $6. But I don't think he has offers on any of his hats either. And I wouldn't either if I was selling them that cheap. Dalton Taste the Sky CD. Headed to Virginia Beach, Virginia. Sold for $4. See, I was hoping to meet more people like this because when you put it in your cart, it tells you add another CD, get free shipping. But so many people just add onesies. Just doing onesies. Onesies. Oh, I can't say that. I get veroed. William T. I wasn't going to make a video. I was just going to knock this out without a video. Gosh, this sucks. I can't even tell what that says right now. I'm like, nope, James. Stay consistent. Consistency builds the brand. Consistency on YouTube is the key. Keep them rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. But the 10 most expensive video I did, man, I think the way my channel's set up, it might be holding those back from, the more I think about the YouTube algorithm, I'm like, it's probably just pushing it out to reseller content people, right? So it's not really getting exposure beyond eBay hashtag, reseller hashtag, things like that. So I'm like, well, maybe if I make another channel for it, enough of you guys will subscribe to it to get it monetized super quick. And with 10-ish minutes video, hopefully I can get the 4,000 hours pretty quick. But I can promote for it here for resellers to go subscribe. But then there I can kind of look at other channels out there that do 10 or the most expensive videos and see how they push their hashtags and stuff too, and kind of mimic what they're doing and try to get a whole different clientele on there. The Real Deal CD sold for $630, headed to Florida. See, so many resellers, they have 2 or 3 channels where they kind of break up what they do, but it's all reselling based. If I'm doing a separate channel, I want it to grab a different demographic. Because then if I'm promoting, I can promote my store on those because they're consumers. And it could potentially help the business, kind of like the Dolly ones, pulling in like, I think about 35-ish year old, where this channel pulls in an average of like the 50-year-olds. So with that expensive video thing, what would be the demographic that would pull in? It's worth a shot, I guess. All right, Leonard Skinner, disc 1 of a 2-disc set, sold for $7, headed to Indiana. Robert A. This ain't gonna cut it too much longer. See if it rolled back here onto the floor or behind the computer somewhere. Don't see it. Huh. Maybe he threw it over here. Don't see it. There it is. Bing, bing, bing. We have the winner. Okay, next up we got ABBA. Greatest hits on 8-track. Another one that came from that 8-track lot. Sold for $350, headed to Austin, Texas. Texas. Boom, boom, boom. 4, 6, 6 by 9. Paul in. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. I'm gonna hide that one so it doesn't get ruined. If I remember. In excess cassette sealed. This is one that I would pick up at the music outlet and I'd get tons of. So I probably got tons of these in storage still. Sold for $3.50, headed to Iowa. Tree. Matthew. Oh, so pretty. The other one feels like it's watered down when you write with it. Store tip down, but maybe that's why. Maybe you store it like this for a little bit. Maybe that'll fix it. Okay. Real McCoy cassette single. Sold for $4.30, headed to Eagle Pass, Texas. That's going to be a 2. And ground. Rachel. I need a little cup to put these straight back into. Next up, we've got You'll Never Eat Fast Food Again CD, sold for $17.50, headed to Minnesota. Here we got 4. Brian C. Next up, we got Steve Miller Band on cassette. Sold for $3. Took that one by mistake. I wasn't paying attention when I accepted it, because I don't normally do $3.50 only, nothing lower than that. So headed to Pennsylvania. Tyranny. Guess I'm saying that name right. And last media one, we got the Lion Sleeps Tonight. Sold for $3.50, headed to Madison Heights, Michigan. My body's making all kinds of noises today. All right. All looks good. On the 10 most expensive video that I did. I can do different things with the thumbnail. So I kind of like that about it too, from a creative standpoint. I don't have to like put a picture of me and like all you hear is my voice. You don't see me. So it's kind of like a, you know, a faceless video. I figure it's a good way to get information, you know, because I like doing it personally for myself, so I know when I'm out, if I see something, like ding, 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 you know. But it's also, you know, entertainment for non-reselling people going, I can't believe somebody would pay that much for that item, you know. Why would you pay $35,000 for that figure? How the rich spend their money. I gotta remember that one. Put that in the title. Totally aiming at a whole different set of people. I like that. Rachel. Matthew. And hopefully it would be good, you know, enough that you guys would know that you could benefit from it and subscribe to that channel. Because, you know, like the Dolly one, it's not for everybody, so I understand why people here won't subscribe to that channel. Or shall I say the majority of the people here won't subscribe. But the other one maybe so, since you're learning stuff. Trying different things for different times. If you don't try something new, you'll never know if it would have worked or not. Scott. Sarah. Never know. Never know. You never know why we rock, rock, rock. We rock, rock, rock. So to go first, I'll probably take that Disney video down off this channel and put it up on that channel as the first one. Alrighty, next up, what do we want to do? Get some of these clothes out of the way. Let's do a poly bag. That can go in poly, not that. That can. That can. I'll put that in there. Poly. Poly want a cracker. get that with hats. I'll do that, that, and that. There we go. Purchase shipping labels. So got an international pull out. 1 Australia. 2 Australia. Well, 2 Australias to pull out. All right. First up, we got a Tommy Hilfiger purse. Sold for $10, headed to Maryland. Boom, boom. 9. Next up, we've got Ben Miller Band t-shirt. This sold for $10, headed to Hallsville, Missouri. Sarah. I haven't heard that song in so long, I forget how it goes. Starship, Sarah. Next up, we've got a Dallas Cowboys belt. It sold for $7, headed to Mount Prosper, Illinois. Actually, I put in one of these. John S. Next up, we've got Erica Collection, some denim women's jeans or leggings or whatever you want to call them. Elastic denim. Sold for $10, headed to Wisconsin. Beverly. Next up, we've got a little California pin, just a little surfer on it. It sold for $6, headed to Fairfax, California. The thing about doing these videos is 3 by, whoops. What the heck, come on. Julio. when I get a potential scammer on an item, I go, yeah, I record videos so for YouTube, so I'm pretty sure I can go back and look at that and make sure it wasn't my mistake. And then they go silence. Like, the CD was missing from this case, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure I checked that. I got it on video. I'm gonna go back and watch my video on YouTube because I ship on video. So I'm pretty sure I check it because I look for scratches. And then they just disappear. Got some little kids Umbro girls soccer shoes. So for $11, headed out to California. So that could be a line too. If you know you did something and you want to call somebody's bluff, just say, yeah, I got video all through my house. I'm going to go watch the video. I'm pretty sure I checked it. Or blah, 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 whatever fits the situation. Call their bluff and see if they back off. If you know 100% you didn't do it. Even if you're not 100%, you could just see if it calls their bluff or not. Some people are just looking for the easy way, so they won't put much effort in after that if they're trying to scam. They're some of them are conditioned to sellers who just automatically refund no questions asked. The bigger sellers just be like, oh, okay, here's your refund. Next up, we got this Iowa shirt. Headed to Chicago, sold for $6.25. I took a pretty low offer on that. Next up, we've got the CJ Black distressed jeans. Sold for $14, headed to Pennsylvania. Stephanie. Alright, next up we've got Advice from a Canyon. Carve out a place for yourself. Aspire to new plateaus. Listen to the voice of the wind. Don't get boxed in. Stand the test of time. Persistence will carry you through. Reach deep. All right, so there we go. Sold for $12.50. Headed to Las Vegas. Peter. Next up, we've got Green Bay Packers vintage starter shirt. $9. Headed to Wisconsin. A lot of Wisconsin orders. Makes sense on this one, I guess. Susan. Whoops, wrong initial. Next up, we've got some Kohan women's slip-on shoes. Headed to New York, sold for $10. Best. Next up, we've got a little Hot Wheel car, sold for $4, headed to North Carolina. Two. Gavin. Next up, we've got, where did it go? There it is. We got the postcard for the Willows in Hawaii. Pretty cool looking place. And that sold for $7. Headed to Maryland. With, if you want to read that, you can pause it if it's focused properly. Can you send postcards with this? That's a standard envelope. Send postcards standard. eBay standard envelope is a low-cost way to ship lightweight trading cards, postcards, stamps, currency, and coins with tracking included. There's my answer. I need to go in and change all my postcards. What are the measurements on these, though? It's 8x6. Gordon K. Next up, we've got St. Louis Cardinals shirt. Headed to Utah, sold for $10.50. William M. Next up, we got Dallas Cowboys youth hoodie. Sold for $12, headed to Montana. Shane. And last on this part, we got the Nike Phantom Runs. It sold for $25, headed to Texas, Georgetown, Texas. For Daniel H. All right. All looks good. Confirm and pay. Go. Print those labels. Yay, a buyer revised their negative feedback. They left the negative feedback saying, these are dirtier than what I expected. And I'm like, well, I do got free returns if you want to return it. You know, just being nice, saying sorry. You know, instead of pointing fingers or anything, saying, it's your fault, you didn't look at the pictures. Taking responsibility, saying, I'm sorry, I try to put up enough pictures so everybody can see exactly what's going on. Just being nice. And they go, no problem, I cleaned them up, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep them. And I go, well, do you mind revising the feedback? Being that, you know, I'm a full-timer, I do this for a living for 22 years, and I guarantee all my items. If there's a problem, they go, sure, just send me a link and I will revise it. So they did. So that's awesome. I didn't think they were going to do it because it's been about four or 5 days now. So I'm like, I guess they're not going to do it. They just did it. I don't even worry about the negative feedback thing anymore. You know, I try to promote if I get a negative, I try to promote, you know, the positives. Basically, you know, I guarantee all my items. I try to put enough pictures up. Sorry if there was a problem. Always email the buyer if you do have any problems, etc., stuff like that, you know. So that when a potential customer that happens to look at the feedback and they see, oh, this person's got 3 negatives, I wonder what it was, because for some reason, some people are wired to think like 3, 5 negative feedback is bad when they have thousands of positive feedback. For some reason, it doesn't comprehend that you can't please everybody or that there are bad buyers, you know. Some people just think there's only, like every seller's a bad seller. So if you can, win over anybody who may look at things in that kind of a spectrum or whatever. Like I said, I mean, most of us, we've been doing this so long, we don't even pay attention to feedback if they've got a decent number of feedback. Especially the way everything's guaranteed nowadays. I don't know if I've ever left a negative feedback, even when it was just totally a screwed up situation. Mistakes are made. Maybe I'm an anomaly. You know what I'm saying. Maybe they're just having a bad day. Who knows? It happens. We're humans. Unless you're outright trying to screw somebody over. And it's blatantly obvious. Like you send the box with something else in it. Or with something like that. Then we're going to have problems. Then we're going to have some issues. Hey, bam. Yeah, I better not put that there. Another one of those soon. Let's knock out some hats right quick. This is just a video that you're just keeping me company, and hopefully I'm keeping you company. All right, let's do some hats. I have not pulled that one yet. That one just sold. Did I pull that one? I don't remember pulling that one yesterday. But I could have. Nope, not yet. But it's right there. If I need to get it, I'll just wait. Oh. Unbranded distressed white hat. We got an offer. All right. Purchase shipping labels. And go take this offer. Or, yeah, I could take that. All right. First up, we got, are you ready for a hat lot? Yeah. Missouri Rural Electric and Boone Electric. Two hats together. One sold for $9, the other sold for $9. Give me some space. I need my space. Give me some space. Da-da-da. Baby, here I am. Lying on your seam. Doink. We're doing 9. Jason J. Maybe I'll use the purple one for the box. I think maybe the box is what's tearing up those markers. It's pretty rough. That could be. Next up, we've got a dry fit Featherlight hat, sold for $10.50, headed to Maine. The other ones were headed to North Dakota. This can go into a poly bag because there's no real structure. No real structure. Because I found that hat person yesterday, I did go in my store and hats that's been in my store for like 3 years. I went ahead and marked them down to $8.99. So figured they've been there long enough anyway. James T. Maybe it'll help me move some stuff quicker. More items, you know, get more items out of here. So I can get more listed. Longhorns. Okay. Headed to Texas, sold for $10.50. Perfect. I'm not even going to try to pronounce your name. Tell Adrian to use the pink one for the boxes. Next up, Sacred Heart Golf Tournament. Hat sold for $8, headed to South Carolina. Always flips under too many times. Too many times. Because you're doing it wrong, James. I know. Boom, and 6. Oh yeah, it doesn't matter if I go down to 6 or not. It stays the same. Brian. Next up, we've got another. Are you ready for a hat lot? Yeah, St. Louis University hats. One sold for $10.50. The other sold for $10.50. Headed to Juliet, Illinois. Kelly B. Juliet. Next up, we've got Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Sold for $10, headed to Rochester, New Mexico. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, no, perfect. Chuck W. Well, since I made my goal, like on Posh, 300 a month type of goal I was looking for, because I think I'm already right near 300. I'm at 301 already, 10 days in. So that would be around 900. So we'll push for $1,000 a month on Poshmark now. So, well, I wish I could go back to last month and see what I did last month. I'm guessing there probably is a way. I don't want to email a report. I just want something simple. I don't know how much I made last month. I think I did about 900 something, because I hit, I think, over 1,000 at the beginning of this month. It would have been, so. So maybe I push it then. Maybe I try for 1,200. Maybe I'll do that. We'll set the go for Posh for 1,200. Next up, we've got a sequin Mickey Mouse hat. Got 2 more of these in my store. These used to sell pretty quick. Now they're kind of sitting in my store. So I wonder if that cheap hat guy has some in his store. Headed to Springfield, Illinois, sold for $9. Or maybe he had some since I sold one finally. So we'll shoot for 1,200 on Posh. That'll get me motivated to cross list today. Make sure I stick to it. And maybe I'll end it. Well, since I'll be ending and sell similar, those things will get refreshed in my eBay store, so there'll be activity there at least, so that's good. Gretchen M., Springfield, Illinois. So that will work. So if I don't get anything listed today, at least things will be relisted. Got that unknown rooster logo. Headed to Alabama, sold for $8. And from the way things are selling, I think I might do the t-shirts first. Or maybe I do like 25 t-shirts, 25 women's clothes, 25 pants, 25 shoes, and go in that kind of an order type of thing to get a variety. Deborah L. Yeah. So I'll probably do another Vindu video maybe today then. Next up, we've got Gulf Shores, Alabama. Headed to Spokane, Washington, sold for $7. Oh, I forgot to delete these internationals. The last 3 are international. So this will be the last one on this. Hat. Fold it over the edge again. Michael. Roll the boat ashore. Hallelujah. All right. Review. Ooh, looking good. You looking good. I reviewed you. You looking good. Don't ask. I don't know. It's pretty quiet for a Sunday. Sundays used to be the biggest day for me. I I guess maybe I made too much money yesterday, so eBay's saying, nope, we got to back off the sales today for him. See where I'm at. 75 bucks. I've been stuck at $75 for a minute. Bummer. Bummer. All more ammunition to make sure I get the stuff cross-listed. That's it. Ammunition, motivation, determination, segregation, violent nation. I'm getting into NWA lyrics now. Don't believe the hype. That would be Public Enemy. Yeah, I'm getting into Public Enemy lyrics. Not, did I say Public Enemy? Or did I say NWA? I don't know. Public Enemy is what I meant if I didn't say that. Public Enemy. I gotta watch that Hip Hop Treasures show last night. I saw part of it, so I know Flavor Flav's on there. See what clock they get from him for the Hip Hop Hall of Fame thing. In the Bronx. Alrighty. I think I'm going to call it there. Take a break and start cross-posting. The other items I've got, though, I can go through them real quick. So you can at least see them. Got a wrestling belt. That sold for $8. Some of this you saw on a pulling video if you watched that. Zach's sold for $31.49. We got Nazareth sold for $5. We got a hat I haven't pulled yet, sold for $10.50. Got Ric Flair. He sold for $10.50. Got the Miami tee, sold for $8. Mark Cross auction service hat sold for $12. Pretenders, Pet Shop Boys and Dusty Springfield sold for $9. Volkswagen sold for $7. Bass Pro shirt sold for $14. Got the blow mode Halloween sold for $25. And then an unbranded blank hat sold for $13-14-ish, $12.62 British pounds, and then we got the YMCA hat sold for $12. So get those done later, or if Adrian comes home, he can finish them. So thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Later.